Hi! So today we're doing another review, and today we've got Bean Supreme's new Marinated Jackfruit. So this just came out a couple of weeks ago, I think, and they've got two flavours. They've got barbecue, which is what we're looking at today, and they've also got a chili and lime. So, as usual, we're going to look at a few things, such as packaging, ingredients, and then we're going to cook it and see what the flavour and texture is like. So first of all, if we just have a look at the packaging, it's kind of pretty synonymous with Bean Supreme. White background, the black logo, you kind of know that it's Bean Supreme. I kind of like that they've got this little keyhole here, so you can actually see what the product sort of looks like, especially because jackfruit might be a food that not many people have had before, so you can sort of get an idea of what it's like. It says on here that it's new. It says that it's plant-based, which you have to be careful with because plant-based isn't necessarily vegan. I have already looked at the ingredients and that it is vegan, but that's just a thing to be aware of. Palm oil free, which is good. It's got a 4-star health rating, which also is great. And they've kind of used colours, I guess barbecue type colours like orangey brown, other than the black and white. It's got the SPCA approval. Yeah, it's okay. I mean, it's nothing amazing about the packaging, but it tells you all the information you need. It does come in plastic, which I'm not a huge fan of. But okay, so now if we have a look at the ingredients and just see what is actually in this, what it's made of. First of all, if you've never had jackfruit, it kind of resembles, when you pull it apart, it resembles pulled pork. So it's starting to be, or it has started to become a thing, you know, in the last year or so, where people start using it as a meat replacement, where you'd sort of use pulled pork. So that's what we're having. So obviously it's marinated, so it's not just jackfruit, and they've added a whole lot of stuff to it. So if we have a look at the ingredients, the first ingredient is jackfruit, which is good, 62%, which means all the remaining is made up of basically flavourings to make that barbecue flavour. But they all look like pretty normal ingredients. There's no like chemicals, no artificial flavouring or anything like that. So we've got, after jackfruit, we've got red onion ketchup, which is made up of tomato paste, sugar, vinegar, salt and water. Then we've got coconut sugar, so there's 2 types of sugar in there. More tomato paste, diced tomatoes, orange juice, which also I guess would have sugar, rice wine vinegar, molasses, more sugar, ginger, mustard, sunflower oil, sugar, lemongrass, garlic and salt. So there's a few ingredients there that are gonna have sugars in them, whether they're natural or not. But they are all, like I said, normal kind of ingredients. So it's actually pretty good in terms of what the ingredients are. If we look at the nutritional information, there's 2 servings for one of these 250 gram packets. So for carbs, we've got per serving, it's 20 grams of carbs, which is pretty high, especially because you normally wouldn't just eat this by itself. So it's going to be a pretty carby meal. 16.8 grams of that is sugar. And then protein's not very high either. That's 2.5 grams per serve. So you're not getting a lot of protein from this. Fat's pretty low, 2.5 grams as well. So I mean, it's not great, but it could be worse, I suppose, as well. And I think normal jackfruit is probably about half the amount of carbs to serve. So all of the extra marinated ingredients is just giving you a lot more carbs. But it is good that it's convenient. Yeah, so ingredients are, like I said, I like that they're natural, you know what they are, but in terms of the sugar and the carb content and the not much protein, it's not that great. This costs $7.50, however I think I bought this on special. I think it's normally $8. which is kind of like you do end up paying quite a lot for artificial meat products. So, you know, that works out like $4 a serve. Whereas if you just buy a normal can of jackfruit, it's about $3 to $4, depending on what brand you get. But when you buy a normal jackfruit can, it's not pulled apart, so you have to do all the work. And obviously you have to add all your own flavors and marinate it and do all that yourself. So obviously all the work is done here, which is great. I guess we'll have a cook and just see what it tastes like, see how easy it is to cook and what the texture's like. It's got some cooking instructions on here. You can actually put it in the microwave, which is even more convenient. If you want to do that, take it out of the box obviously, and you just pierce the lid and put it in the microwave for 1 minute and then stir it and then put it in the microwave for another 30 seconds. So super quick, super easy. I'm actually not used to making kind of microwave meals, but that's something you could do, which is kind of cool. And we're going to do it on the stove though. So that's the second option. To cook it on the stove, it just says to preheat a frying pan to a medium heat, add a tablespoon of oil and fry lightly for 3 to 4 minutes. So we'll give it a go. Cool, right, our pan is hot, so we can go and take this out of the container. See how easy this is to open. Okay, not that easy. Oh God. It does have like a little pulley thing, but it's just actually really difficult. Oh God. There we go. Oh God, that was difficult. So that's a point down for packaging. Ooh, it smells pretty yum. So this is what it looks like. It's all been kind of jammed in there. All right. Go ahead and chuck that in our preheated pan. Came out in just one big blob. Interesting. But it breaks up pretty easily. The good thing about this, or any jackfruit as well, is that we're basically just cooking it until it's heated. The marinade and everything's all ready to go, so it's not going to take very long and you can't get sick from it. Ooh, it smells yum. So it's cooking really nicely. It's not sticking. It's really fast to cook. Like I said, it's just heating it up, which is really nice. And it actually smells really good. You can definitely tell it's like barbecue flavor. It smells yum. And to be honest, it's probably done. There's steam coming off of it. It looks hot. So overall that was super easy. And even easier, I guess, if you decide to chuck it in the microwave. So we will take that off the heat and then we'll taste it and give it some ratings and everything. All right, so we've got our jackfruit all cooked. Let's just... So, I've actually never had pulled pork before, but as far as I've seen from seeing other people eat it and everything, it does actually look quite similar to pulled pork, which I think is what they're going for. Smells good, so I guess we'll give it a try. It's okay. It's actually, considering I could smell it when it was cooking, and the colour, jackfruit's normally really like, you know, like a light kind of pinky white. So considering the colour and the smell, I actually thought the flavour was going to be like quite a lot stronger, but well, I mean, it's not bad, it's just... Texture's fine, it's just jackfruit, kind of sort of mushy with a little bit of firmness to it occasionally, but okay. Yeah, I'm not as it's not as good as I was expecting, so that's a bit disappointing, but it's, like I said, it's not terrible, it's not bad, it's just not, maybe I had high expectations, I don't know. Anyway, we'll give it some ratings now. So, we looked at packaging first. So, remember the packaging was typically Bean Supreme. It had quite a lot of info on it. But like there's nothing, I don't think there's anything like super exciting about it, I suppose. Nothing like super modern or anything like that. Didn't like that it was a plastic little container in it, and it was really hard to open. So I think I'm gonna give the packaging like a 4 out of 10. In terms of ingredients, the ingredients were all ingredients you're familiar with, ingredients you know, so that was great. However, very high in carbs, not very high in protein. So I think I'm just gonna have to give the ingredients just a straight up 5 out of 10. Texture, just what you'd expect really. Jackfruit kind of texture was fine. Yeah, I guess I'd just give the texture maybe 7 out of 10. And flavour, was a little bit disappointed. I just kind of expected more. I think I'm gonna give the flavour probably also just a 5 out of 10. So yeah, this is pretty much just medium overall really. And yeah, $7.50 or I think $8 is what it normally retails for. You do only get 250 grams in a pack, although it has actually, because it's gone quite far, it actually looks more than that, which is nice. And because normally when you buy like a can of jackfruit, it's normally around 400 grams for about half the price. But like I said, it does take a lot of the work out. So if you do want something easy that you can just chuck in the microwave, it's already got its flavoring and everything, then it is a good option. So just depends what your priorities are, I suppose. I don't know if I would buy it again. Potentially if I just wanted a really lazy, easy meal, I might. And I would actually be interested to try the other flavour, the chili and lime. So I probably will buy that one and see what that one is like as well. But it's not something I'm gonna be like really excited to buy and run out to buy kind of thing. So yeah, go try it yourselves. try the other flavour as well, and let me know in the comments what your thoughts were. If you agree with me, if maybe you think it was really good, and I don't know. But yeah, just give it a go and let me know what you think. Well, until the next review. Bye!